Welcome back everyone, I'm Gage Plays Games, this is Fallout 4 and welcome back to Nuka World. I say welcome back, we haven't actually entered the park itself yet. All we did is that we fought our way through the gauntlet and we killed the overboss, which apparently makes us the boss of the 3 different raider gangs which have taken over and inhabited the Nuka World theme park. We were helped to do so by Porter Gage and he apparently has a plan. So we're going to have to find him and talk to him, and the rest of the time we're going to spend just exploring. Nuka-Town, USA. Who's this?
Well, hello there, young lady. Welcome to Nuka World. I'm NIRA, your friendly Nuka World informational robotic assistant. Is this your first visit to Nuka World?
Hey, good, we'll get some information from this.
As a matter of fact, it is.
Well, that's terrific. We're so happy to welcome you to Nuka World. Now, before you set off on your grand Nuka adventure, let me tell you about error, system malfunction.
Are you finished wasting my time, you filthy low-life scabber? 'Cause I'm getting bored, and when I get bored, I get violent.
Wait, what did you just say?
Oh, what's wrong, dirtbag? Too hopped up on chems to understand English? Or just too stupid? Well, I think you heard me just fine.
System restored. Oops, sorry about that little glitch. Data logs indicate unauthorized tampering with my personality subroutines. Please contact a Nuka World maintenance technician as soon as possible.
I told you this place was rather silly.
What happened? Who was tampering with you?
I wish I could say. The personnel involved do not match visual records of any known Nuka World employees. Fortunately, my audio receptors recorded the entire event, and I submitted a holotape per standard security procedures. Now don't you worry, even despite that unfortunate incident, I'm still operating at well over 61% normal capacity. As I was about to say, I have a little tip to help you make the most of your exciting Nuka World adventure. Be sure to collect park medallions as you enjoy our amazing rides and attractions. There's a special reward if you collect a full set. If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, any time is the right time to enjoy a cold, refreshing Nuka-Cola.
Okay, we have to get these medallions from all the places around the park.
Tell me about the different areas of the park.
With pleasure. Set a course for the stars in the galactic zone and see the amazing future of mankind's journey into space. Explore Starport Nuka and blast into adventure aboard the Nuka Galaxy roller coaster. Travel back in time to Dry Rot Gulch, where you can walk the dusty streets of a frontier town. See history come to life in our authentic reenactments of cowboys and gunslingers as they tame the Wild West. Witness the wonder of nature in Safari Adventure, home to an amazing collection of exotic animals from all over the world. Challenge the hedge maze and climb the towering treehouse, where you'll enjoy a commanding view of our magnificent menagerie. Be sure to visit Kitty Kingdom, a magical realm where fantasy meets fun for the whole family. Your younger types will love to go for a spin on the giant Ferris wheel, and be sure to take a tour of King Cola's castle. Finally, in celebration of its worldwide debut, we've revamped the World of Refreshment ride to feature a river of Nuka-Cola Quantum. What else would you like to know?
Okay, so that seems to be 5 different areas.
What if I want a place to relax or get a bite to eat? Where should I go?
Why, you're already here. Nuka-Town, USA is a great place to unwind and enjoy a delicious meal. If you're searching for a tasty treat your kids will love, take the whole family to Cappy's Cafe. Looking for a romantic night out? Enjoy dinner and a show at the parlor. Want a commanding view while you enjoy a world-class dining experience? Head on up to the Fizz Top Grill on Fizz Top Mountain. If you're up for a challenge, test your skills at the Nuka-Cade, or take a wild ride in one of our cola cars. What else would you like to know?
I think that's enough now.
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day.
Right, we're going to have to sort out our AP bar. We're hungry, we're thirsty, we're tired, we've got all the bad things. Apparently, Harvey's here somewhere. Here's Harvey.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know.
Okay, well that person's telling the raiders where to raid.
Hi there.
Harvey, you and I need to have a little chat.
Hey, Harv.
Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
What's that he's got around his neck?
Surprised to see me alive?
Hey, I may be surprised, but in a good way, all right? Just because I got you in here doesn't mean I didn't regret it.
It's okay. I get it.
Thank God. If it's any consolation, I'm glad you made it. I lost my real family when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
Did you ever fail to bring someone in?
Never. Couldn't afford to. Used to be me and another guy they'd send out. He thought he'd try and escape while he was out there. They found him. Made him watch as they tortured and killed 2 of our own. Then they sent him through the gauntlet themselves. After that, choice was obvious. Like I said, sorry you got caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
Still don't know what he's got around his neck. It looks like a bomb collar of some description.
Huh. So you're the new overboss. I expect you and I are gonna have a lot to discuss in the future.
Okay, and who are you?
Excuse me.
I'm sure Gage will send you my way soon enough.
Right, we're not getting to speak to him yet. Aha, a park map. I think if we're here, that's the big circular bit where we are. That's Fizztop Mountain, Fizztop Grill. There's one of the parks. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, 5 main areas. And all the outside of the park you can explore as well, and we will. Right, so the park was open for what, 27 years? I believe the end of the world was 2077. Not bad. I mean, they built the entire park in a year. Strange, but you know. Okay, and the Galactic Zone was the last one to open in 2072. Okay, they didn't build the whole thing in 1 year. They built the first couple and just opened as and when they became finished. It just tells us a little bit about the background of all the places and where to find them. I'm sure we'll find an actual physical map we can refer to at some point. And that goes to the market. We'll deal with that when we have to. Looks like all the civilian people have got these red flashing collars around their neck. Kind of guessing they're explosive.
Welcome to the nest, boss. We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
What are you wearing?
Mason's been waiting for you.
This is where we're supposed to be heading.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss, and now we're all supposed to follow her? How does that work? She ain't even a raider.
All I know is Gage was in the mountain the other day and he had a real long talk with Nisha. In private.
Gage? How the hell with that guy? What's he ever done around here?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I saw. You want to know more about what's going on? Then maybe you should ask him.
What do I look like? An idiot?
Alright, they're not overly happy that I'm here and that I'm the boss. You have been making a lot of noise.
Hey, understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is more their strong suit.
Right, fine, what is? The parlour.
You can head on in, overboss.
We shall deal with that place at a later date as well.
That's out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain either. So if you want to live, I suggest you stay where you belong.
Well, you guys are real friendly, aren't you? I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it. This place is amazing, don't you think?
This is a character you meet in Fallout 3. She has a Nuka World museum, and well, apparently she's made it all the way here.
How is this place amazing?
How? Just look around. Don't you see it? You can just imagine the children smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Been there myself in Fallout 3.
Oh, yeah. The Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day. Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've got to get back to my search.
That sounds interesting.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
Well, I'm going to speech check you, so you're going to tell me.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... Okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Okay.
Who is John Caleb Bradburton?
Sorry, I tend to forget most people aren't as interested in the history of Nuka-Cola as I am. He was an inventor, and the best thing he ever invented was, you guessed it, Nuka-Cola! So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
Okay, sounds like another fetch quest to go on top of the park medallions thing.
Sure. Why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
Alright, now we have to go and find all these hidden Cappy things and look at them. This is a Nuka-Cade. You get tokens, you play the games, and then you're rewarded with tickets, and you buy things with the tickets. We'll play with that a little bit later.
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
How do you people even see through these masks? Right, Fizz Top Mountain. You will not be running short of Nuka-Cade tickets. They are everywhere.
Got 4 good hours of sleep last night.
It's another civilian. We need to go up here.
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others.
No, man, I ain't gonna let you guys hold me back. So I'd go out on my own. I traveled through some crazy shit you wouldn't believe even if I told you about it.
And there is, of course, a radio-run radio station here, which is really annoying, so that gets turned off at every opportunity. Speaking of opportunities, here's an opportunity for the dog to jump off this and die. Which he has not taken. And we've made it. This is our new HQ.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
Right. Let's work out what his angle is, because he helped us become the boss.
I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done. Make real progress.
I sure do like the sound of that.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
Right, so he likes to be in the shadows. Well, that's fine.
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
So what exactly is he talking about?
I hear you, Gage.
Good. I know I'm throwing a lot at you all at once here. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Okay, so they took over this little tiny bit of the park and then stopped. So I assume the other 5 areas are still unconquered.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so. You know, I've heard about you. In charge of the Minutemen, ain't you? No idea why you'd waste your time with those has-beens. I ain't no genius, but as far as I'm concerned, history already proved what they're after ain't gonna work. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
All right.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka World. But, one step at a time. You in?
Well, if I'm not in, then that's the end of the DLC, so...
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right woman for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the overboss after all. Just don't screw this up.
Okay, now we need to get our stuff from the dog.
Hey.
And we need to actually introduce ourselves to the 3 raiders. Going to put all of our stuff in here. All this nonsense we don't need. Don't think we need the water pistol anymore. Don't think we need 40 frag grenades. I think 20 is probably going to be enough. Don't need the frag mines. We haven't even got a power armor suit. We'll keep the cappy glasses because we need them for the fetch quest. Definitely don't need that much Nuka-Cola. Right, that's that done. Aha, we have a map. Good, we can keep this on us and refer to it at any time. Excellent. Right, let's sort out the hunger, thirst and sleepy times. Right, we are now no longer hungry, thirsty or tired, so let's get downstairs and meet the rest of the gangs. Alright, cool. Let's do this level up because it's annoying me. We leveled up quite some time ago. I want to come down and do sniper, so we'll just keep coming down the perception tree. There we go. And as Mr. Gage said, the 3 lots of raiders have very different priorities. The first lot we're going to speak to...
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
She is a very good example of one of the disciples. The disciples live in here, which is the interior of Fistop Mountain. They are your archetypal raiders. All they care about is hurting people.
Girl, you know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big eye? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as she doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
The new OB, huh?
Don't look like much to me.
I reckon you're here to talk to Nisha.
You want to talk?
She's in charge.
Talk to Nisha.
I'm going to talk to Nisha. I was waiting for you 3 to shut up. Right, you.
Hey. So, you're Gage's little pet project.
Last I checked, I'm the overboss.
You survived the gauntlet. You killed Coulter, with Gage's help, of course. So sure, you're the overboss. But that title hasn't meant anything for a long time now. If Gage thinks that'll change overnight, he's dead wrong. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators in Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. It's the only rule we need.
Rules just hold us back. We should be free to do what we want.
That's what I was trying to tell Coulter all along. Maybe if he listened, he'd still be around. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
Right, so all the mayhem in the gauntlet was her idea.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
Right, and Gage gave us hints that we should, like, play along with these guys just to get them on board with us.
Hey, I thought it was pretty impressive.
Good to see the new boss at least has some taste. I might let you keep that head on your shoulders after all. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
Are you questioning me? Your overboss?
Not questioning. Just curious. We were wrong about Coulter. We won't make the same mistake twice.
I'm gonna do things my way, whether you approve or not.
Oh yeah? I just have a few things for you to consider before you go off and do things your way. You see, the disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
Right, I see a speech check, so that usually is the best thing to do.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. I'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
And she will give you radiant quests to just go and randomly murder people outdoors.
Hey, little announcement.
I'm not going to explore the rest of this place, and we'll do that later.
But we're still stuck with the mess.
If you come across any hebologist crazies, just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp.
Yep, and we need to learn about the herbologists, which are a riff on Scientologists. They'll be over here somewhere. Yeah, that's our little camp. Okay, so we've met the disciples of Fizztop Mountain. Then we need to go to the parlour and then the pack. Okay, this is the operators.
Mags and William normally have me frisk visitors. But you get special treatment.
These guys are very much like the Gunners. They're all about the money and the discipline.
All anyone's turned up so far is that she's got that pit boy on her arm.
So, our new overboss is a vault dweller.
Or ice the vault dweller.
You can go.
As you can imagine, there are a lot of new flavours of Nuka-Cola we're going to find. Shut up, radio. Right, you, come here.
Hey there.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
Bored. Kinda like this conversation, now that you mention it.
Hey, you don't get to talk to Mags that way.
It's all right, William. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
And as Gage told us, they only care about money.
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal. Though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
Don't you worry about that.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
And again, she will give you radiant quests to extort money from people. And we'll explore the rest of the parlour at a later date. And the last place we need to visit is the pack who live here. Right, you see how loud these dogs are? They are going to constantly play over the top of the conversation we're going to have with the boss, so prepare for that. That's why we have subtitles on after all. Is that a synth gorilla or a real one? Don't know.
Can you talk to Mags or something? You should know I'll be killing you. So, tell me.
Exactly. Most can handle their own shit without bothering me about it. Do you need help finding a new place here?
No. No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the country, see if you can't. Now that I get a closer look at you, I'm not sure I'm buying this overboss thing.
Oh, these dogs. Right, let's make this sweet. Short and sweet, shall we?
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason, the Pax Alpha. This here's our side of it. You might be overboss for now, but I'm the boss, and it's gonna stay that way. But if you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be back.
Again, we just gotta keep dominating this guy.
I'm not here to make us friends. I'm here to make us some caps.
I think we can all respect caps. Look, it ain't like anyone's broken about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement and, well, different. Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
I don't want to be our boss.
If I thought the other gangs would go along, yeah, I'd run the place in a heartbeat. Might happen if you turn out to be a turd. Nags black. Freak mission. Besides, you can't possibly be Coulter.
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. That was a year ago. Then Coulter went south. Wanted to take stock in what he achieved.
So what is it?
Action. Something. Anything more than sitting around for the last.
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boss. We ain't ungrateful, just fed up. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there, but it ain't the palace of caps we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy, not even the disciples. And they're normally a chipper bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things are going to hell fast. But Gage breaks on got us together and promised to find someone to deal with Coulter.
So, what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. The story is Gage talked Coulter into becoming the boss. He got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe he wants to get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, good got us behind closed doors. Promised to get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Had it in the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
I'm not Coulter, so that better not happen to me.
Yeah, sure, boss. I get it. We're totally willing to give you a chance. We are. Let's cut to the chase. You gonna do right by the man. I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Keep your dog and do what you're told. Or you'll be put down.
Ooh, boss. Nothing from my guy. All right. You got enough to worry about that Adonis trouble inside the pack. You know what? We're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider that token of true understanding and respect.
and for putting up with that goddamn noise from these goddamn dogs the developers somehow never fixed, and we dominated him and he has given us his assault rifle. This does 15% extra damage to each consecutive hit on the same target, which is absolutely disgusting. There is another weapon that has exactly the same stats, just a different paint job. It's also an assault rifle. It's called the splatter cannon, but you can get this one right at the start of the DLC because we've just got it. Once we tool this thing up, it'll be absolutely godlike. So thank you for that.
One quite late. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, loyalty's a two-way street.
Let's get the hell out of here and away from these goddamn dogs. Oh, that's better. Okay, we need to report back to Gage. Now we've met all the gangs. Don't know where my dog is. He's disappeared a long time ago.
The overboss returns. Well, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
Don't you worry about that.
All the gangs are on board.
I knew you had it in you. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag. Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
No thanks. I got this.
Suit yourself. Change your mind. I'll be around.
So we can indeed get Porter Gage as our companion, and he will have a perk. Where have you been? You've been here all this time? Well, I didn't give you a stay command, so you just chose to be here. Okay, this is the main quest of the DLC, the Grand Tour. You have to visit all 5 parks and free them, clear them out, and assign one of the gangs to the park. It doesn't really matter which one you do. It has a bearing later on in the DLC, because there are 3 gangs and only 5 parks. That means even if you try and split them evenly, 2 gangs are going to get 2 and 1 gang's only going to get 1. And whichever gang ends up with the least number of places ends up turning against you. So that's like the big end of the DLC. That's why there's only 5 parks. I think the nearest one is the Galactic Zone, so I'd really rather do that one first, because there's something else there we need to talk about. Of course, we have to look for the cappies as well. Tells us we need to equip the glasses, so we'll put them on. As we see, there are a lot of these little hidden cappy things. So that's 2 fetch quests we're on. The park medallions and the cappies. I believe one of the cappies is just here. I have a mod which actually tells you where the cappies are and puts the pips on them. Without that mod, you just have to scour absolutely everywhere. This is what they look like. And when you have the glasses off, you cannot see the lettering. We'll just take the glasses off. See, you can see them from quite some distance away. I mean, they're not that hard to spot, are they? But some of them are like hidden round behind corners, like it'll be back here or something. So you do need to keep your eyes open. But, you know, mods make life easy, so let's get this.
That's one.
Okay, we have one. And all the rest are just scattered throughout the rest of the parks. So as we open the parks, we'll find the cappies. We'll turn that quest off. Same thing with the medals. As we clear the parks, we'll get the medallions as long as we remember to pick them up while we're in the parks. So one good way of getting out of here is just to go directly south. So let's go directly south. And I think the last thing we'll do in this episode is investigate the market. Right, this is the Nuka-Cola Trading Hall, where indeed there are a lot of traders and a lot of raiders, just keeping them all in line. So let's just talk to them all.
Wow, wow, look who it is. Are you here to grace my humble market stand with your presence, oh great boss, sir?
I should pop that collar right off your head.
Lose the attitude or lose something a lot more valuable.
Sorry. I know you didn't ask for this. It's just hard not to be bitter.
Meow.
We do all the work, then the gangs reap the rewards. Pretty sweet setup, at least for you. But I guess it doesn't really matter what I think, does it? As long as I'm wearing this collar, I'm no better than a slave.
Hey, it's not my fault things are like this. I just got here.
Never said it was. Just figured you should know what you're getting into. Now, if you need guns or ammo, I'm the one you talk to. And before you ask, yeah, everyone pays. Even you.
I'll take a look, sure.
You got it.
And this guy indeed sells the new 7.62 ammo and lots of stuff. There's the other one, 15% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target. Exactly the same as the problem solver. It just comes with slightly different mods. So if you don't pass the speech check to get this, you can just buy it from this guy. Get the splatter cannon. And that's the kind of weird upgrade you can get on this assault rifle. It's really rather good. How much does he want for that? 8,000. No thank you. I shall come back to that at a later date. Does he have anything else unique? No, just that. That's fine. So yeah, this guy is weapons and ammo. And, oh actually, if we're here...
I'll bring my kids here someday, if not for all those raiders.
Because we're the overboss, we can just take what we want. All of this is just like...
Wasteland's a dangerous place.
We can just pick it all up.
With a quality weapon right here.
This place really makes me want a Nuka-Cola.
And there's 2 more fusion cores there as well. Right, this seems to be the general trader. Oh, hello.
Supplies of all kind for your journeys across the Commonwealth.
Right, we will talk about this when we get to the Galactic Zone. Star Cores.
Hey, boss. Gotta admit, it was good to see Coulter go down. It scared the hell out of me. Gave me nightmares.
I'm not planning to give anyone nightmares.
Thank goodness. I'll sleep a lot better having you in charge. So, what do you think? About running Nuka World, I mean. Figure it must be a pretty tough job. Keeping all these raiders in line.
I wasn't really looking to become the overboss of Nuka World. But I might as well enjoy the benefits of my position.
Makes sense to me. Well, I'm sure you've got more important stuff to do than talk to me. Or were you here to pick something up?
Let's see what you have.
Sure thing.
And again, she's got all kinds of stuff. Smart frag mines. These are new. Upon detonation, the smart frag mine avoids injuring its thrower. So that means you can just throw grenades at your feet and kill everything around you and you're just absolutely fine. So they're pretty cool. And yeah, she's the one that sells all the materials. So this is good. This is good to know. How much does she want for these things? 140.72 each? Yeah, okay. Let's buy a couple of them. And I'm going to take all your money and all this.
Oh, hello, boss. Congratulations on taking out Coulter.
Why would you congratulate me? It's not like you're free to go.
Well, to be honest, I don't know you yet, boss. Sorry I'm so nervous. I didn't mean any disrespect, boss. I just don't know where I stand with you, and I don't want to end up pissing you off. That, and well, I'd be lying if I said we weren't all wondering how you plan to run the place. I mean, this is your show now. You can do anything you want. You can run Nuka World just like Coulter. Business as usual, or you could, well, you know, get rid of the raiders if you don't exactly agree with how they're running the place.
Okay.
Are you out of your mind?
Just hear me out. The gangs that call this place home are already at each other's throats. Now, you could risk your own neck and try to keep them from tearing each other apart, or you could do the right thing and put them in the ground. And when it's all said and done, you're still running this place from your fancy house on the mountain over there. Except now, you won't have to sleep with a gun under your pillow.
I'd have to kill all of them?
No, of course not. If you're serious about this, then you'll have to take down the leaders of the gangs. That means putting a bullet into Nisha, Mason, Mags, and Mags's brother, William. Once you do that, the gangs will collapse and Nuka Town goes back to being a free trading post. I should, probably stop talking about this out here. Just keep what I said in mind. Anyway, I'm the closest thing to a doctor around here. I treat everyone, raider, trader, or traveler alike. Got some medical supplies too, if you're looking for those.
Alright, what we have been given here is the good guy ending of the DLC. You can, of course, keep working with the raiders and be the overboss and take over the whole area, which we're going to do. We're going to take over the whole park. Then once you've taken over the whole park, the gangs want more, because of course they do. You start launching raids in the Commonwealth, and the places you raid are your own settlements, the ones that we spent all that time building up, and you convert them to raider settlements and kill everyone there, and the Minutemen don't speak to you, you become an enemy of the Minutemen. That's like the bad guy ending. Or, at any point, you can take out the gang leaders. Although what Mackenzie the doctor said wasn't quite correct. It's not as simple as assassinate the leaders and that's it. We do actually have to kill every single raider on the entire map. There's about 120 of them in total, so yeah, it's quite the thing. But we may do that at some point. Means you have to kill all the raiders in here in the market. There's a little cafe up here as well, and all the ones that have moved into all the parks. And then you need to go into their bases and wipe out everyone in the bases as well. It's a whole thing. So that is for later. Right, this guy looks like food.
Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line. Sure, I'm here to trade, but I'm not letting my guard down.
What's your pleasure today?
What have you got?
The medicine you need to set yourself free. I've got chems of all kinds for you, boss. Just tell me what you need.
Let's see what you've got.
My pleasure.
Alright, so this guy's just chems. So we've got a doctor, a chems, a general, and a weapons guy.
Hey there. Found some pretty good stuff while I was out on the road. Interested?
And Caitlin is also a general. So there's two general ones. She has a unique weapon. 4,000, I'll buy that later. 25 bleed damage over 5 seconds. That's pretty nice. Yeah, she sells a little bit of everything. So there's like two general traders. Two generals, one weapon, doctor and chemist. Not bad.
Hey there, boss. You really laid a...
I suppose the last thing we should do is have a look at the arcade. We will actually get into some gameplay. I know, 2 episodes in, all we have done is introduce ourselves to people. And that's just how it goes. This is the Nuka-Cade.
That last one died too fast.
You're the new overboss, right? You sure made an example out of Coulter.
Well, honestly, I had a little help.
I'll say. Gage was the one that clued you in. Yeah, I know all about it. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. I think Coulter got exactly what he deserved.
It's not like I had a choice.
I don't care why it happened. I'm just glad that it did. With Coulter running the show, business was starting to dry up. Now that you're here, I'm betting everyone stands to make a lot more money. Speaking of which, I'm hoping you're here to spend a little bit of your own at the Nuka-Cade.
What exactly is this place?
It's my pride and joy. The one good thing that came out of getting stuck working for Coulter. Yeah, all of the amusements and games around you are working thanks to yours truly. I'm the only one that can take them apart and put them back together again. If I go, then it's only a matter of time before they fall apart. And all the cute little prizes you can win? Yeah, you can thank me for those too.
Prizes? I like the sound of that.
Well then, step right up and I'll explain how you can win some. Every game in the Nuka-Cade still takes the original pre-war tokens. Just slot one into the machine and you're off. If your score is high enough, the machine will kick out a bunch of tickets which you can redeem at a prize terminal for all sorts of goodies.
Let me guess. You just so happen to sell the tokens.
Well, yes. But that's not the only way. You can also get tokens from the pre-war token machines in the Nuka-Cade. But they only take pre-war money. And if you look around the parks hard enough, I'm betting you'll find a few here and there. I'll tell you what. Just to officially welcome you to Nuka World, here's a token to get you started.
Come on, give me more.
How about 3? As a gift to welcome the new overboss?
Sure, why not? May as well start off with you on the right foot. Well, I guess that's it. If you need anything, you just let me know. Oh, don't forget to take this with you, boss. That way you can't say I never did you any favors.
Right. And this place is indeed just arcades. As you can imagine, it's all shooty bang bang stuff, or whack-a-mole stuff, or throwing hoops. All the stuff you would expect in an arcade. Though, as I've said quite a few times, you don't actually have to do these games to get lots of tickets. You'll find them all over the park in very large amounts. Of course, you can cheat by using area of effect explosive guns like this one, so we could easily just do that at like the bandit roundup and just smash everything, but I'm not gonna. And come back and find out what we do get up to in the next episode. I know, we've been here for 2 episodes, we've barely done anything, but now the stage is set, we've been given all the quests. We can either earn the DLC next week by killing 125 raiders, we're not going to do that, or we can actually progress through the 5 parks and explore the rest of the park, because these are just the 5 parks. There's all this stuff on the outside to investigate as well. So come back and we'll do that, and until then, do look after yourself, and I'll speak to you again very soon.